Hi, I'm Drew Sisk, Assistant Professor of Graphic Design at Clemson University. Thanks for including me in the Design Incubation Colloquium at this year's CAA conference. Artificial intelligence has finally become an accessible, viable tool for making creative work. These are a few tweets captured from the last year. We see a lot of fear mongering and showboating. AI will undoubtedly cause huge shifts. I understand the trepidation, but more importantly, I think AI will usher in a new way of crafting and seeing media, art, and design. AI will change how we perceive the past, experience our present reality, and envision the future. This is a clip from a documentary about the last days of hot metal type at the New York Times in 1978. One typesetter celebrates his last day before retirement. He's not sticking around for the newfangled technology of phototype. And why blame him? Advancements in technology are nothing new in the context of design, and it's true that each new innovation causes disruption and displacement. The one constant has been that each new wave of advancement has enabled designers to make work that was impossible to imagine before. This is Immigrant Magazine from the late 1980s. It's a product of the desktop publishing revolution that allowed designers to do most of their own production work with just one machine. This also coincides with the height of postmodernism, deconstruction, abstraction, challenging the idea of universal visual language. The early Mac made this work possible. It's a product of and responsive to changing technology and culture. Now, cheap and accessible AI tools are setting us up for a similar context of formal experimentation. This is an image generated with Midjourney. When I see images like this, I connect them to John Berger's ways of seeing and to his predecessor, Walter Benjamin. These images have a new kind of aura, or a muddled aura, an uncanny presence. We've seen this before, but something's a little off. John Berger was focused on the ways that TV and print media shape our perception of fine art and challenge its aura and shift its meaning. Now we are consuming and contributing to a flood of real and AI generated content delivered to us as bespoke, algorithmically curated feeds on our smartphones and other electronic appendages. In the 1920s, Dziga Vertov's Kino eye film explored cinematography and editing as ways to create form that is inaccessible to the human eye. AI is doing the same thing. These images and texts are fantastical and banal at the same time, uncanny content spilling out from our screens into lived reality. Hito Steyerl, new media artist and writer, coined the term poor image as a way of thinking about the ways that widely circulated low-res images might challenge the hegemony of high-res images tied to big entertainment and capital. In mean images, Hito Steyerl explores the idea of the mean in all senses of the word. First, as an average, as in middle of the road, nothing special. Image generators work by mining their training datasets and giving the user the best mean image based on the prompt, guessing what we might want and what we expect to see. Nothing more and nothing less. There's also mean, as in terrible or offensive. Like any other technology, AI tools can be used for ill intent. So let's shift to look at how AI is directly impacting the field of graphic design, access and deprofessionalization. So everybody can use these AI tools and they're easy to use. It's true that many of our would be clients have and will use these tools instead of hiring professional designers to save money. And maybe that's not always a bad thing. Efficiency. AI makes content generation and creative work more fluid, generative, and fast paced. New professionalized fields have emerged like prompt engineering. Just because you have the tools doesn't mean you know how to use them best. Ethics. What's the ultimate price for efficiency? Displacement. We see this with the Hollywood writers' strike. One of the points of contention has been the use of AI by the big film studios. Is AI coming for our jobs? We also have authorship and obvious copyright issues. Whose content is being mined for training models and what legal battles will ensue? AI relies on human made content for training. What happens if original content dwindles and AI systems train on data made by other AI? As Franco Biffa writes, AI is like a brain with no organs. It has no physical embodiment, no organic context for creative thought. This writer's strike sign embodies this perfectly. AI has no soul, at least not yet. What happens when AI eliminates the main obstacle to carrying out prompts most efficiently? It's human operators. In my own recent research, I've been interested in using AI in a closed loop recursive process. I've been prompting AI tools with images of my past work to generate alternative versions, a mashup of printed publications, screen-based work, and installations. In this way, AI serves as a way of doing archaeology or genealogy of form. It shows me my sources of inspiration and imagines new possibilities. Until the last few months, accessible AI image generators struggle with handling type. It's similar to hallucinations, text in ChatGPT that sounds right in form, but is not based in reality, or the strange anatomical abnormalities you might see in AI images of human figures. After prompting Midjourney with images of Times New Roman and Arial, two of the most ubiquitous and vanilla typefaces, I curated a blended set of letter forms to make a typeface that is just legible enough but preserves the uniqueness of the AI hallucinations. When thinking about I like the metaphor of hiccups, a kind of mysterious, uncontrollable condition that's also usually harmless. Let's look at how AI has impacted my work in the classroom. In my advanced graphic design courses, we've spent part of our time operating like a think tank for AI, taking in the latest readings, experimenting with the latest tools, and making projects that deal with AI in either concept or execution. So here are a few projects. An AI powered clothing closet app that addresses questions of self image and targeted mass consumerism. An app that streamlines healthcare processes while also raising ethical questions about patient privacy and self advocacy. A magazine concept focused on how the fashion industry is addressing issues of diversity and body image with AI and the potential for problematic implications. Ultimately, I'm encouraging students to play and experiment and make. And then we analyze and critique. With my research and teaching, I don't want to be prescriptive about whether AI is inherently good or bad, though I aim for deeply critical engagement. AI is here either way. It is giving us new, uncanny ways of seeing, experiencing, and crafting reality. Thanks.